He's a rich man because he has sense. And this is exactly what they said about Qarun, the Jew who was found in the time of Musa. So people of wealth have influence. So Abu Lahab was able to sway the opinion of the people, and so nobody took Shahada on that day. Abu Lahab envied the Prophet ﷺ. His attitude was, this boy who I used to know, who grew up in my hands, my nephew who I knew only yesterday, coming to tell us, the elders of Quraysh, what religion we should follow. You can't teach us what to follow. So what does that tell you? That you, the child, it's difficult for you to tell your parents what to do, to correct your parents. Because your parents are saying, it was only yesterday you were just a baby. How can you tell me what is the correct Aqidah? Who are you to teach me? So they will always see you as their baby. This was the problem of Abu Lahab. Muhammad, you're my nephew. Quraysh, the people of Quraysh, when they heard the Quran being recited, they would say, what a wonderful Quran. It is not magic. It could never be magic. Some of them came to the conclusion. It is not poetry. Muhammad is illiterate. He can't read nor write. So how can you formulate poetry which is better than our poetry? It is not poetry. It has to be the words of Allah. But what did they say? Why Muhammad? A poor orphan boy. He doesn't have money. Why Muhammad? Why not one of the two rich men of the cities? The rich man who was found in Mecca, or the other rich man who was found in Ta'if. These are men of honor and wealth. Why didn't Allah reveal the Quran to one of these rich men? Why a poor orphan boy? But Allah said He knows best where to distribute His mercy, His blessings. So He knows best who to give the blessing of prophecy. Another problem of Abu Lahab, because he was rich, he allowed the shaitan to convince him that he doesn't need Islam. We call this the Iblis syndrome. The Pharaoh had the problem. I'm rich, I don't need Islam. Nimrod had the problem. I'm rich, I don't need Islam. And this is the problem of Saddam Hussein, Hosni Mubarak, and many other leaders today. I have billions stuck away in the Swiss bank. I don't need Islam. A Fir'aun syndrome. So Abu Lahab, when he was promised hellfire, what did he say to the Prophet? I have enough wealth to buy my way out. He said that to the Prophet. You promised me the hellfire. I have enough wealth to buy my way out of trouble, to buy my way out. So when he screamed at the Prophet, insulted the Prophet, Allah revealed in the Quran, تَبَّتْ يَدَا أَبِي لَهَبٍ وَتَبْ مَا أَغْنَى عَنْهُ مَالُهُ وَمَا كَسَبْ سَيَصْلَى نَارًا ذَاتَ لَهَبٍ وَامْرَأَتُهُ حَمَّالَةَ الْحَطَبِ فِي جِيدِهَا حَبْلٌ مِّن مَّسَدٍ. This surah was revealed for this occasion. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab, and he shall perish. His wealth and his gains will not avail him from the hellfire. He shall be thrown into the hellfire, and as for his wife, the wood carrier, she shall have around her neck palm fiber made from fire. What were the stages of the Quraysh persecution? At first, when the Prophet proclaimed al-Islam, they ignored him. What did they say? Give him time, he shall fade away. And I want you to listen carefully to the stages of the Kafirs, how they attack Islam and Muslims. Because these strategies will never ever change. The first stage was to ignore him. Give him time. He and his message shall fade away. But when they see influential people embracing Islam, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, Uthman ibn Affan, Talha, Zubair, and these people were rich traders. Abdurrahman ibn Auf, they were rich traders. They became concerned. At first they weren't concerned. But when rich, influential people, honorable people embraced Islam, they became concerned. So what is the second phase? They said, every man has a price. The kafir is a materialist. He worships the dunya. The Prophet said, "Ad-dunya sijn lil mu'minin." Who can finish the hadith? Wa jannah lil kafirin. This dunya is a prison for the believers, but a paradise for the kafirs. So the kafirs said, every man has a price. So Muhammad has his price. Let us buy him out. So they approach him. We will give you wealth. We'll pile up silver and gold and give it to you. We'll give you the keys of the Kaaba. We'll make you our king. We'll pile up all the beautiful women of Mecca and marry you to them, for you to give up your message. This is called compromise. So this was the second phase used by Quraysh. They promised him authority, power. And the shaitan knows how we think. We love wealth, we love power and authority, and we love women. This is man. That's what we love. زين للناس حب الشهوات من النساء والبنين والقناطير المقنطرة من الذهب والفضة. Beautiful in the eyes of men are the pleasures that they derive from women. Beautiful women, young women, and children, and silver and gold hoard up. So the Kafirs, they know how we think, and they know what men love. So they said to the Prophet, we'll give you authority, we'll make you our king. We'll pile up the silver and gold of Mecca and give it to you. We'll give you the beautiful women of Mecca for you to renounce al-Islam. What was his answer? Wallahi, if they should put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand, I will never renounce my message until Allah Ta'ala makes it become triumphant, or I die before that took place. But I will never renounce al-Islam. These are the type of Muslims we need today. We study Seerah not to listen to Seerah like a bedtime story, but for us to copy, emulate the Prophet ﷺ, for us to be successful in this life and in the hereafter. So the Muslims who sell out, like the man who lied on Umar Abdurrahman, the Kafirs, America, gave him what? $1 million to give away his Sheikh, Umar Abdurrahman. A Muslim, big beard. He used to go to the study circle and tape the Sheikh. Videotapes, audio tapes. He used to hold hands with the Sheikh and carry the Sheikh to the masjid. He's meant to be a Muslim. Where is your Iman? When he saw or heard about $1 million, his Iman disappeared from his heart. He couldn't stand the test of time. Don't think it's only the Prophet who will go through this test. I shall go through this test, and you shall go through the test. The Kafirs, their motto is, every man has a price. Every man can be bought. Yes, Every man has a price. But we the Muslims, we have no price. You cannot buy us, the true believers, that is, because we say to you what the Prophet said to the Kafirs of Quraysh. If you put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left, I will never compromise on this deen. And when the Prophet ﷺ did not compromise, they went to the third step, the third phase. And what is that phase? To kill his character. Not him physically. To kill his character. So they said, he's a madman. He is kahana, soothsayer, a raf, a fortune teller, a soothsayer, a madman.